that girl tomorrow when you are married to her, that is the way she will also be telling your children to just forget about you, because that's the way you talk.
I'm thinking, oh, my feelings will be hurt. What? You don't want me? Why?
Next day your anniversary, you post pictures. My honey pie, my all those social media you're just posting, they will know that is fake.
Yeah.
This your honey pie has not eaten the pie for a long time. Hey everyone, welcome to Talk with the Missus. It's another day, another week, another episode, and we are just so excited to be coming to you again from the Talk with the Missus studio. We believe that this broadcast today is going to be heavily imparting for somebody. We're sure that you will be blessed. What a topic we have in our hand. Is where is this relationship going? That's a serious one. So we like to welcome you, as you know, on this platform. It is just a beautiful time of sharing, not just with you but with different people around the world. So I'm gonna let the missus take it away as she welcomes you, and I am going to be sharing on social media.
Oh, well done. That's amazing. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you so much for tuning in to Talk with the Missus and the Mister. It won't be the same without the Mister, tell me. So, as you know, we love to, tune in with you, have this time with you where we're discussing different matters that are relevant and needed for life, progress, and success. So, as you know, this is a conversation between us, but with you as well. It's a very unique one because it's not just us that are in this conversation, but you are as well. How are you involved? By your comments, by your sharing, because as you share it to somebody, or you share it on your Facebook, or you share it on share the link, copy the link, put it on your WhatsApp status or whatever, however you share, it gets other people in the conversation. And as I always say, you never know whose question is being answered through this broadcast. So please do share, because you just never know. There's somebody out there that's saying, look, I've been in this relationship with this guy, with this girl for all this time. I don't know where this relationship is going. Where's this relationship going? They need that answer. Please share today's broadcast. Today's broadcast is for somebody that is around you. So your sharing helps. God bless you.
Yeah, it sure does help. And we want you to just, get to as many people as possible. Get them online. Let them be involved with what is about to happen. And also, we like you to be part of the conversation. So don't just leave it to us. We want you to contribute to the conversation. That's what makes Talk with the Missus unique. It is not us talking to you. It is you and us talking with each other. And that in itself has been very impactful over the years. I was saying, I think this morning on the Anzam Privé platform, when I was talking about this evening's broadcast, that, I have noticed that, for some time now, anywhere we go to, there's always somebody talking to us about the impact that Talk with the Missus is had on them.
Wow.
And that in itself is
true.
just, that's really encouraging.
So
all of you who are joining us this evening, would like to know where you're joining from. Let us know, I'm this and I'm joining in from so place.
So let us know where you're tuning from, where you're joining in from. We would love to know. And if today is your first time here on Talk with the Missus, let us know also, so we can give you a special shout out and welcome you especially. And if you're coming back and you're returning again and again, we are so grateful for you. Thank you so much for keep keeping being a wonderful audience for us on this show. Praise God.
Hallelujah. And all the early birds, please do share. That's what I'm doing right now. Share on social media. Get somebody to join in the conversation. They would really, really be imparted by just being part of the conversation this evening. I mean, you know, when you talk about relationship is something that affects everyone. Everybody. There's one form of relationship or the other. So it is very important that we can get as many people to join in the conversation. And the topic is, where is this relationship going? Where is this relationship going? I think I'd like to begin from, you know, asking, you know, what scenarios, usually in what scenarios is this kind of questions asked?
I'm sure most people, when they saw it, they know the scenario, or they can even remember when they asked the question, or they were asked the question. Let us know. Have you ever asked that question before, or been asked that question? It would be interesting to know. But what was your question?
In what scenarios? Yeah, is this question?
It's usually a relationship between a guy and a girl that have been going on for, in the girl usually's mind, that has been going on for a while. And where are we going? Like, what's next? What are we doing next?
So is it mainly a question that ladies ask, or
guys definitely would ask it as well?
Yeah.
But if we're saying who tend to ask it more, I believe it should be the ladies. I mean, unless you guys think that no, guys ask it more than ladies, then let us know. But in my mind, I believe usually the ladies ask it more, and sometimes even the guys are dreading to hear this question. She's asked it. You know, it's before they figured out in their heads what actually they want, where the relationship is going. But I can just be thinking for myself. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, tell us, what do you think? You know, who asks this question more, or who has a tendency to ask this question more on where is this relationship going? Whilst you're doing that, please share. Let us know you are online. We'll be reading, you know, your comments very soon, and welcoming all of you. But we just wanted to hit the conversation, and then we would come to your comment. So you have said that ladies tend to ask it more. We want to find out from you, who do you think asks this question more? Is it ladies, or is it guys? And are there actually, another interesting question I would want to ask is that, are there ladies that are, you know, they usually in a relationship, but they don't want it going anywhere? They stall on it.
Oh, ladies that stall on the relationship.
Yeah, they are in the relationship. They're happy to just be with this guy. Yeah, but they don't want it to go any further.
Yeah.
Because I'm assuming that when ladies ask the question, where's this relationship going? Yeah, it is usually because they've been with this guy for a while, and the guy is stalling on maybe the next phase of that relationship should naturally progress to. So, but are there ladies as well who stall? They're just happy to be with this guy, you know, in a relationship, but they don't really want to marry him?
Yeah, I think so, definitely, because there are some ladies out there that are just happy to be in that relationship for whatever selfish gains or something that they're getting, or just having somebody there, but they know that that person doesn't have their heart. So they're just happy for the person to occupy that space for now, until the next person shows up, which is vice versa, because that's really what the guys are doing as well. But so in terms of whether there are ladies that stall and just, you know, allow a guy to occupy relationship space, yes, there are. Is it right? No, it's not. But does it exist? Yes, it does.
Okay, so it's really something that happens on both sides. You have ladies who are in a relationship, but they don't want to take it any further, but they're just there for maybe selfish gain, whatever they feel they're gaining, and they like it this way, but I don't want to marry him, but I want to be with him at least for as long as I can. And then there are guys who are probably also in that box. And like you said, is it right? No, it's not. So, I mean, guys, tell us your thoughts on the question. Where is this relationship going to? Who are those who would tend to ask this question more? The missus said, it's more with ladies. What do you think? Would like to hear from you. And maybe whilst we're waiting for people to type and send in, can we just read some of the
early bird comments? Let us listen to our lovely early birds. So we've got Gisela. She says, good evening, my best, most beautiful family. Gisela evening. From Austria. God bless you, Gisela.
Thank you for joining in.
Thank you. Then we've got Sean Johnson. She says, good day, Pastor, and the beautiful Missus. Watching from Fort Lauderdale every 2 weeks.
Oh, wow. That's good. We're so glad that you consistently join. God bless you.
Yeah, God bless you, Sean. God bless you. Okay, Claudia says, good evening, Pastor Moses and First Lady. Good evening to you Claudia. Also, Claudia. God
and I'm loving the fact that we're seeing more of you, Claudia.
Yes.
God bless you.
Yes,
Your beautiful face.
And my boys as well.
The boys, yeah.
All right. Maggie says, good afternoon, Pastor Moses and the beautiful First Lady.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you too, Maggie. Awesome. And Emily says, good evening, Pastor Moses and Sister Chioma. Good evening to you also, Mommy.
Isn't that beautiful? Emily. Some people is good afternoon, some is good evening, depending on where you are in the world.
That's it.
Yeah, great. So where is this relationship going? Where's this relationship going? So first of all, we've established, obviously from the early questions that we've asked, is that many times this question arises from when somebody is stalling on the relationship from progressing to the next stage, where the other party is actually, expecting the relationship to progress. Yeah. So why would people stall on a relationship generally? Why?
I think sometimes they have some unanswered questions about the person or about the whether this will work with this person. So those unanswered questions, they're trying to answer it both using time and using the relationship that they have to see whether in this kind of scenario, how will this person react? In this kind of scenario, how will this person react? If they react like this, then I think that I have to call it off. Or if they react like this, okay, it's giving me more green lights to be going. So it's like they're testing the relationship to see whether it actually fits into what they know that they can tolerate or continue with for, a lifetime if it's leading to marriage. So sometimes it's you're trying to just test and see kind of thing if this relationship is a viable one that I can actually commit my life to. So for some people, that's why they're stalling. But for some others, they're stalling because they know this person is not the person, but they don't want to be alone. So they just keep the person there and kind of hope that the person would win them over. But they, in their mind, they've already blocked and said no. But let them just have more chance. Maybe they can win me over. But as they're doing that, somehow their eye is still looking elsewhere, both on the lady's side and the man's side. They're still looking elsewhere. If a better candidate or a better fit for me comes my way, then I'm out of this. For some people, it's like that. So that's, for me, that's my rationale, my understanding as to why that sometimes happens.
Okay, so when we say that, then, is there a, I'm just thinking, so stalling, if I go by the things you've just said, stalling on a relationship, sometimes then it's not always a bad thing.
Yeah.
Because if it is that the person is not certain yet Yeah. And they have a number of unanswered questions.
Yeah.
And they just want to try to understand, this person better before they make a decision on whether they want to take things to the further or not. Yeah. Then it's not necessarily a bad thing. Yeah. But in some cases it is, because the person is already, their mind is already made up, like you said.
Yeah.
But they don't want to be alone. So they just keep the person in the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah. Until they find someone else. And when they find someone else, then they're off. That's very bad, because in that situation, they are not considering the person. They're only considering themselves. Because in that time that they are leading the person on and looking for someone else, that person probably, if they didn't have them in their space,
that's right,
could have found somebody else that would be, helpful for them, and that they can build a relationship with. So I think that selfishness element, is a problem. What about, why then go into a relationship? Yeah, when you're not certain? Why can't you just have friends? Because you can find out a lot about somebody in friendship.
I think, to be honest, people should actually start off as friends. Yeah. Because there's more genuineness in a relationship that transitions from a friendship to a relationship, because you kind of know the person in a more genuine way. You didn't come into knowing them on a relationship level, because on that coming in to get to know them on a relationship level, they're showing you their best, and you're showing them your best. And there's certain messes that you're not showing them that they should be exposed to. There's certain things about you that they should be exposed to, and it's in that natural friendship that you'll know how to handle their issues, or they'll know how to handle your issues, so that you'll be able to flow and move forward together. But if you're on that relationship level from the beginning, it makes it difficult. So I'm kind of liking what you're saying, that it should possibly start from a friendship level, because starting on that friendship level, then you're already, you're friends, and that emotional attachment is not really there. And then you can allow that emotional attachment to get there on a more of a natural progression. So maybe a friendship thing is better.
Yeah, because the reason I asked that question is that, when it comes to relationship, a lot of emotion is involved.
Yeah, and you can't see well when emotions are there.
A lot of emotion is involved. Even apart from seeing, even if you can see. Even if you can see, the problem is you are in this thing, you have called it a relationship with somebody, but you are not sure. You are not sure, and you are, testing here and testing there, and you're keeping them in your space, but they are investing their emotions in this relationship. Because before somebody will come and ask you the question of, where is this relationship going? It's because they have been invested in that relationship. And so if somebody is already invested in a relationship, and then you are there thinking, okay, I'm not sure I want to be with this person and all of that, what's going to happen? You're going to break up from them, isn't it? And then breaking up from somebody equals to breaking someone's heart. Isn't that what it's called? That he broke my heart, or she broke my heart.
It's true.
Do you understand? So, before you start making somebody an item in your life, this is my special person, and this is that.
My beloved.
Why don't, when you're not certain yet, how can you personalize somebody, and they feel that you are their guy, you feel that they are your lady, but you're not certain yet. And the tendency is that after 1 year or 2 years, or in some cases 5, some cases even 8 years, you're going to walk away from them. Then what are you doing? Isn't it better that you just if it's about knowing things about them, then friendship. Have a friendship with them. You get to know them as friends. They get to know you as friends. You'd have maybe most of your questions answered. So if you then want to then go into a relationship with them, you know that most of the questions you want answered are already answered, except of course in the course of the relationship, if an adverse thing happens. Say for example, you're in a relationship with them and then before you know they are pregnant for somebody. Do you understand? That's an adverse. Yeah, it happens. Of course it does happen. Yeah, they're pregnant for somebody, then you think, oh my God, thank God for saving me from this, because this is somebody that potentially I could be married to and then they'll be sleeping out. Do you understand? So, is all of those things comes into so if something adverse like that happens, or maybe you both go for your genotype test and you both happen to stand the risk of giving birth to a child that is sickle cell anemia, then you both have a decision to make, except things like that. But if it's about that, okay, I'm keeping this girl or I'm keeping this guy, as everybody sees them as, this is my babe, this is my guy, and then but you're not going to be able to make commitment to the next stage. They are there thinking, okay, we are both, this thing's going to progress, but you are there thinking, oh no, I don't think I will make the commitment. I once I find somebody better, I'm going to move on. You should have just had friendship.
Because if you know, it's an intentional knowing. If you already know that this person, I'm not going any further with you, then save them that heartbreak. I'm just thinking, as you were saying all of that, well, is it a thing that some people go into relationships too early? As in, are they making themselves an item with this person too early?
Possibly.
Is it that they should have just gotten to know them, like you're saying, on that friendship level first, and then let it progress to a relationship? Then we can say, oh, the question, where's this relationship going? Well, where's this friendship going at that stage? Because you're not in a relationship. But
but if it's a friendship, if we both know that we're just friends, and maybe we have a group of other friends, like we all have friends. If you think about it, growing up, you had friends, male and female friends. Do you understand? Now you know that the what you have with these people is friendship. So even if you are desiring more from them, and they are not looking to go that way, you won't feel broken. You won't feel broken because you've both never really been
committed in
identified as a couple. Do you understand? You are just friends, as opposed to when you are both already seen as a couple. The only thing that is missing or that's not happened is that marriage has not happened. But you're both a couple. You're going out on date night. It's two of you. You're going for cinema. You are going. In fact, some even go on holidays together.
True.
Do you understand? And you do all of those things, but yet you're not going to marry this person. How does that work?
I think it's.
Do you understand? Because you will be literally breaking somebody's heart.
I was going to say that it's very unfair, because if you know that this is not going anywhere, and like you said, some ladies do this as well. Like there's some guys that would be like, oh look, come take me to your parents, take me to this, take me to that, and the girl's like, no. Thinking to yourself, what? The girl's saying no. So why are we together then?
Exactly.
Why is this a thing?
So I'm just happy with us this way.
I'm
just happy with us this way.
What? Which way?
Which
secret? I'm happy with you being a secret, or I'm happy with you not blurring the lines of the box that I've put you in. I think sometimes people miscalculate life opportunities. They miscalculate life opportunities. They think that somehow they're always going to be wanted, or they're always going to be young and beautiful or handsome forever. And they're thinking that they've got time. And the opportunities, the people that were serious, that were coming to them, you know, after a while, because they were serious, they'll go to someone else because that person was not clearly serious.
Yeah.
Then they'll go to somebody else, they'll settle with that person, be married for 5 years, 10 years, or what have you, before that person now realizes, it now dawns on their head that, whoa, what have I been doing? I need to get married. Oh my goodness, everyone else is married. Everyone, by the time they've been invited to baby dedications and all this stuff, that's when it now dawns on them that, wow, I've literally just been sitting here and doing nothing. Oh my goodness, where's that guy again? Then I'm getting their phone. What's his number again? Do you know what I mean? And then I'll be like trolling him on Instagram, Facebook, trying to figure out is he even available. But you don't have those opportunities forever. You don't have those opportunities forever. So once you have somebody, it's not like to say, okay, the first person that comes your way, grab him, or because you don't know.
That's why we say make friendship and get to know them. You shouldn't, at a certain stage, you shouldn't be feeling comfortable to be single. If you're somebody who really desires that at some point in your life, you are going to be married, then at a certain age, why are you feeling comfortable being single? If you're feeling comfortable being single, after some time, when you're not going to feel ready, most of the people who were serious in the time that you were feeling comfortable being single, they will no longer be there.
It's no longer available.
So I mean, and again, also, you know, are we looking for Mr. Perfect or Mrs. Perfect? Does Mr. Perfect exist?
They don't exist.
Does Mrs. Perfect exist?
She don't exist.
Because some of us, you know, have got some of this strange list that you are now using to analyze. No, it's true. Because I mean, you've got a girl in your life for the past 3 to 5 years. She's asking you now, you know, where's this relationship going to? Where is it going to? And you are out there, you know, just you know, saying, well, don't worry, you know, I'm thinking. But deep down in your head, you know, you're not certain that you want to be with her. There are things you're questioning. I mean, come off it. You've been there 3 to 5 years. You're questioning things. You're not letting her go. You're not letting her go. You're keeping her within your space to fill your void of being alone. You're being selfish.
It's very selfish.
You're being selfish. And then at the end of the day, if you find someone else that you believe,
you're ready to dump her. Ready.
That you believe is better, you move on. So it's that's why I said, I think when you're going into a relationship, you should be going into a relationship because you know, I'm going into this relationship and I'm going to see this to the end. So before you go into the relationship, for your own safety, insurance purpose, make friendship. There's nothing wrong with making friendship. What's wrong with making friendship? Whether you meet the person online or you meet the person physical, you meet them in church or you meet them, just make friendships. That's all. It doesn't have to be that, oh, let's go for a meal and all. Just make friendship. There's a point your friendship will be both of you without any date night plan. We accidentally end up in a restaurant eating one day, or you know, buy pizza in, or watch him. Oh, have you seen this movie? Let's watch it together. You see, there's a way you can, the same thing.
It's unofficial.
That you can go to a lady. Oh, you know, I want to take you out for a movie. You can say to a friend who is also a lady. Oh, have you seen this movie? Let's go and watch it.
Let's go. It's still, nothing.
It's still movie, isn't it? But this one, the way you said it means that, oh, it's a date night. The way you said it to the other one means there's friendship going out. But that allows you to get to know the persons instead of caging people. And then leading them on to a point where they think, okay, you know, I think he's just taking his time. I think it's just taking his time. He likes me. He's going to pop the question.
She's convincing herself that he likes her.
But
meanwhile, he's convinced he doesn't want her.
Exactly.
That's horrible.
Yeah, it's terrible. She shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah.
Let's read some of the comments that we've got. And please let us know what your opinion is. Yeah.
Okay. We've got Moses Oibo, Free Water. It says, joining you from Kaba Kogi State.
God bless you.
God
Thank
bless
you for joining in.
Yes. And then we've got Maggie. She says, in many cases, women are the ones who frequently inquire about the status of a relationship, whereas men are often quieter about it, as some may remain in a relationship due to a fear of loneliness. That's what we were saying.
Yeah.
We agree with you there, Maggie. And Fene says, in my opinion, so many people are being used by their partners because they're in a relationship alone. The lady or the man is using you to fill in the missing space for a certain period of time, because someone can be with you and not for you. In fact, someone can be with you, but they're not really with you. Yeah. That they just waiting for their chance. For their choice. Oh, sorry, for their choice man or lady. Yeah. So they're just waiting. Yeah. As soon as that person comes, they're out.
And that's bad. That is really bad. And as you know, not funny, as it sounds, it's true. Yeah. It is true. Yeah. There are people who think that they're in a relationship, but they're actually they feel they're in a relationship with somebody, but like he said, they are in the relationship alone. Yeah. Because the other person is not really committed to a relationship. Mind, body,
everything is not there. It's just...
But what will stall a relationship? What will stall it? If, for example, like you said, if it's the person is trying to, find out some things, why don't you have practical conversations? Because I think that part of what stalls relationship.
But it can't be like interview now. When you say practical,
no, it doesn't have to be interview. It can be practical conversations. For example, let us say the two of us are in a relationship, and quote unquote, I feel that the way my life is structured, I need, this may sound silly, but I just want to use it as an example. It could be anything else. I feel that the way my life is structured, I need a woman who can drive. Yeah, because if she cannot drive, she's going to be needing me to drive her to so many places, and I will not have time for that. Do you understand? Yeah. Like you went for a program yesterday, you had to drive, I will not have time for that. And then if I don't have time for that, because of maybe our position and our status, she's not going to take the public transport to go. She's going to order Uber to get her there. Yeah. So one, if she wants me to drive her, I will not be able to drive her. She will be upset. That's going to put pressure in the relationship. Yeah. Well, if she then wants Uber, I'm going to be upset because she's going to be wasting money. On all of those movements. But yet I know that if we are married and she can't drive, it's going to be a problem because there are things that she will need to do while I'm doing all the things that will not work. That's a practical conversation to have.
Okay.
Do you understand? So if I'm thinking that, I'm just using that as an example. Okay. So if I'm thinking that, I like this girl, should have made a good wife, but it's not practical. You hear some people talk like that. It's not practical. If we marry, we're going to have issues here and there and all of that. Then I should tell her, look, you're good. I like your character. This is that. But you know what? If the both of us are actually married, these are the pressure points that I've identified.
Some people don't see things like that. They're just so infatuated with hips.
Okay, but breasts. If you're infatuated with hips, then you should progress on the basis of hips and breasts. Why are you holding the relationship? You are not committing to it. If you don't see things like that, and you are infatuated by hips and breasts, then you are seeing the hips, you are seeing the breasts. What is then stopping you?
Move forward.
Yeah, no.
No, but I'm just saying, because for some people, then they will not be able to sit down and take stock of their life and how that other person fits in their life well before they marry, you know, to those kind of degrees. Yes, it's practical. Yes, I think it's fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm even wondering in that, even with that scenario, what if he's now saying, oh, you know, you need to drive or what have you, in a subtle way, without saying that I really want you, but I can't have you because you don't drive.
Yeah, no,
it's not going to be so blunt.
No, it doesn't have to say it's so blunt. You
Yes,
just say,
in a subtle way, like, have you ever thought of driving?
Yeah.
Like, I think you'd be good with driving. Like, but if her response is, oh no, I don't want to drive. Well, but you're there. Why would I drive if you're there?
Yeah.
Is it those kind of things that you now say, this one will be like she wants me to do chauffeur business.
Exactly, and I will not be able to do it, and we're going to then have problem.
Yeah,
because if she wants me to do chauffeur for her, so no, I don't want to drive. I mean, you're there, you're driving. When we're going out as a family, because she's just thinking when we're going out as a family.
Yeah.
But everybody who is married knows that, you know, marriage does not operate in such a way where the husband and the wife, every movement is the husband and the wife. Sometimes husband is heading to east, wife is heading to north to get things done. Different things done. And then they meet up back later in the day. Or sometimes one is traveled. And then the other one's there. So sometimes the ability to be able to look at those dynamics comes into play. And if you can't look at those dynamics and you are just, say you are one who is carried away by look, shape, and all of that, well, the shape is there. So what is then stopping you from making the commitment?
Yeah. Well, what is stopping people? What do you think, guys? What is really stopping people? Because if they're so busy, you know, going with them, or they want them in their life, but they're not ready to commit, then why are they really actually allowing that to happen?
Yeah.
Why? And I know somebody who, I always know somebody, I don't know, but I know somebody who, she was with this guy for years. I mean, like so many years. I think it reached like maybe like 8 years or something like this. A long time. 8 years, 6, 7, 8, something like that. Definitely more than 5. And she was with this guy. They were together. Everyone knew they're together. He's met her parents, everything. Then all of a sudden, he now called it off. Before you know it, within months, maybe even weeks, but not a long time after, she now see his status has changed on Facebook. He's married. And the woman that he now see the woman, you know, those kind of things. It now make the girl now think, so what's wrong with me?
Yeah.
Am I the problem? And all of that. Some of those things, it can cause people to have mental health breakdown.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So if you know that you are not in this relationship for the long term, and you don't actually want it to cross from a relationship to a marriage, then hold off. Let the person go. Let them be free so that they can find somebody else. Because in those years, which are like the prime years for a lady, she could have been found by somebody else.
Yeah.
Because anytime that somebody is there, as a man, as a woman, they're together in a relationship, even though either the man or the woman knows that it's not going any further, other people could be looking at them like, oh, I would have wanted to talk to her, or oh, I would have wanted to talk to him, or at least let him notice me, but he's in a relationship, so I leave him. And then they move on to someone else.
And it happens also to ladies, you know, where the people who are interested in her, so, but she's with somebody.
Exactly.
She's with somebody, but that person is like,
don't even know who the person is. A ghost. Like she's with who?
She's with somebody. Who? So, oh, you know, I like her, but she's with somebody. And then, you know, people respect themselves.
Yeah.
They stay off.
Hold back, yeah.
And then, you know, down the line, you discover that the somebody, you know, is a nobody.
Exactly.
Yeah, because his heart is not there. So
don't let that somebody turn to nobody.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think it's very important.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll read some of the comments.
All right, guys, you guys are on fire. Okay, okay. So good evening to you also, Sister Happy. God bless you. God bless you. We got loads of laughing. Okay, so Fene says, for the ladies, any man that is holding back any time you mention marriage, he is like he needs to know each other properly. and so many years are gone, for me, is a red flag, in my personal opinion. Sister, run, oh. Run, oh. Yeah. This is from a man saying that.
Yeah, because he's saying, anytime you mention marriage, he's holding back. And he's saying to you,
making arguments
we need to know each other properly. And you have been with him for years. What is it? Yeah, what are we trying to know?
Yeah. What else do you need to know? You even know my blood group, everything. What else do you need to know? As well. Okay, Sean says some individuals are so selfish that they require from the other person things they themselves aren't willing to give. Exactly.
Yeah.
You're making the other person run some serious hurdles, whereas you're not even ready to even jump.
Yeah.
And you're making them run through hurdles. It's not good. It's not good at all. All right. So, Faithful God Television and Studio says both parties should pray against the spirit of time wasters.
Yeah, you should. You should actually pray against it, because you don't want to waste your life with somebody who is not thinking about you.
Yeah.
They're not thinking about you, and they have no plans to be committed to you. And as strange as it may sound, the world we live in, that does happen.
Yeah.
There are people who have camped people in their life that they know from day one that there's no future between me and this person. But they're just happy to keep them in their space.
Yeah.
And they're telling you lies. Oh, you're the only one. You're my this. You're my that. And you are just, but they say action speaks louder than words. And when somebody truly wants you, you will see it in the moves that they make.
Yeah.
In the actions.
You'll not be able to rest.
Yeah. And if there is something that they feel, I want you, but this needs to change, and this, they will find a way to communicate it. If they don't come in blunt, they will suggestively put it, why don't you do this? Why don't we do that? Do you understand?
Yeah.
That's somebody who is interested in you.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, if you have somebody who, everything about you is perfect, they're never showing you, something that you can do. Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? I think you should be weary.
Yeah.
You should be weary, because somebody who's really interested in you somehow will begin to make suggestions to you of things that they know they like.
Yeah.
They wouldn't say, I like my ladies doing this, or I like my man doing this. No.
Yeah.
But they would say, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? What do you think about this?
Yeah.
Because they're trying to, for lack of word, they're trying to shape you into the
ideal for them.
The ideal woman that they want, or the ideal man that they want. But if you have somebody that from day one you're in their lives, you're perfect, you're this, you're that, blah, 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 I won't change anything about you.
Yeah.
I think, it's possible, but I think you should be a bit concerned, because at the end of the day, especially when the relationship with them is gone 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and there's no commitment.
Yes. And I think as well, because when you were talking, I was thinking as well that sometimes, I don't know whether it's society or the culture or pressure. I wouldn't say peer pressure, social media pressure, because this social media now is now making values and setting standards that were never really there before. Like you have to do something big, like 16th birthday before. You thank God that this person is now officially 16, sweet 16. Now America and all that, everything is sweet 16 party. What did you get for your sweet 16? What did you do for? So that social media pressure is also there. Yeah. So what we need to have good pictures to post. We need this. We need to go to the Shard. We need to go here. We need to go there to eat and have meals. Meanwhile, I know of some guys that have been, like you said, suggesting to the ladies, we don't always need to go out. That's them telling you, look, I'm fed up of spending all this money. They're just saying it coded. Yeah. we don't always need to go out means I'm fed up of spending all this money.
Yeah.
Stop making me spend money.
Are you here for us to build together?
I'm wasting a lot of money with you.
Yeah.
And it looks like if you continue like this, I'll be wasting a lot of money in this marriage or whatever we will now end up becoming. So let me just pull myself out of this, because you seem to be somebody that likes to spend money. So like you said, they will not come out directly and say, stop wasting my money. But they would say it in a way that, oh, we don't, or suggestively, we don't always need to go out.
Yeah.
You know, so having that understanding really does help, because I know some ladies that have literally, with the desire to go out, go shopping. We know somebody now, before we were even married, there was a guy that was very interested in her.
Heavily interested.
So, okay, I want to take you out shopping. It's like, oh, shopping. Oh, she was that guy crazy. Now went in the shop and went haywire.
Yeah, she was advised before she went.
Yeah,
because I remember telling a friend of hers to say, look,
make sure you tell this friend.
Make sure you tell this your friend that is being taken out by this guy, that when she gets to the shop, she shouldn't go, you know, hey, let her, the guy wants to take her for shopping, let her just pick one thing, one or two things. Even if the guy is saying you can take more, let her say, no, I'm okay with this. But she went shopping, not just for herself. She picked things for herself, picked for her friends. She just, to the point that the money the guy took to the shop was finished. He had to go and get his credit card and spend money from the credit card.
And he didn't have the boldness to say no.
He didn't have the boldness to say to the girl, no. And then by the time he came back,
that was the end.
They
phone her again.
No, didn't phone her again and all of that.
That number lost.
Yes, that he didn't phone her again. Even when she came back and she brought all the things, the friend was saying to her, oh, but I told you.
Yeah.
So, you are a joy spoiler. You are a joy spoiler. Why you should be happy for me. He wasn't complaining. He took me and he said I should take anything that I wanted, blah, 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 blah. Why are you a joy spoiler? The guy didn't call her again. The guy's been married, I think, that same year. The guy went off.
Yeah, because he was ready to marry.
Yeah.
So he was looking.
He was ready to marry.
Can this lady
He's been
be
married now
material?
with children
for over 10 years?
Yeah, this thing happened before we married. We've been married for 14 years. The guy's been married, you know, for as long as we have been married. Has children, and the lady, to the best of our knowledge, she's still not married. She's still not married now.
Yeah.
So I think sometimes people need to understand that. I remember that scenario clearly, because when somehow it got to me that, this guy was going to. So I told the friend, I said, advise that your friend that they are taking her. Tell her.
God even went ahead.
Yes, that she should.
Giving her advice. She didn't listen to the advice.
No, she didn't.
Oh, God.
She didn't. She's not married till now. She's not married till.
Yeah, and then you'll be saying, the people in my village, this one, that one, people in my family, fire, fire, fire. Are you firing yourself? Because it was your own actions that caused this delay. So sometimes we need to understand that it's our own. It's our own doing sometimes.
Oh, what's that?
It's okay. It's my thing. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Okay. So let's read some more comments. So we've got this from Pastor Kester, who said that's true. Yeah, that's true. And then Maggie said, people who hesitate to commit to marriage often do so because they are unwilling to give up their single life.
You said it all, my
That is so true.
Yes.
That is so true.
Yeah, they want their cake and they want to eat it as well.
They want to eat it and have it.
Yes. They want to be out with the boys, but they want a girl on the sides.
Yeah, we
couldn't
have put it better.
Yeah.
I will read that again.
Yeah.
She said people who hesitate to commit to marriage often do so because they are unwilling to give up their single life.
Yeah.
I mean, when you meet somebody who is so comfortable with single life,
yes,
you should, I think you should run. You should give them space, because there are things, anyone who is married, some of you who are men, women on the platform, you know that when you're married, There are certain things you can no longer do.
Yeah.
But when you meet somebody who is so invested in their single life and so comfortable with their single life, that is somebody who is not going to commit anytime soon.
No.
You know, and that's why sometimes we ask the question. I think a few weeks ago we're having a conversation, and you ask, why are people so comfortable being single?
Yeah.
Why are you so comfortable being single?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it.
All right.
Because you want the benefits of both worlds, if you like. The painful part is when you turn down your own right partner in the process of being used by a player.
Yeah. Yeah.
You turn down the person that was actually meant for you to pursue one player, one gigolo guy.
Well, no, hanging, not even pursuing, hanging around.
Okay.
A player. You are hooked up to a player.
Waiting for them they put your life on pause.
Yeah.
And you're waiting for them to press play.
And then in the process, somebody who is meant for you shows up and goes.
Sad. Well said, Maggie said. Yeah. Okay. Damsel, she says, is it right for a relationship to last so long? Okay.
Like more than a year.
Like more than a year.
Good question.
Yeah.
Is it right for a relationship to last so long, like more than a year? This
more than a year is, well, are we talking 5 years, 10 years?
Well, yeah, it could be any number of years. Yeah. I think this is my viewpoint.
Yeah.
I think that many a time people start it's like you have not done primary school. You are starting university year one.
Yeah.
Everything between a guy and a lady mustn't start on a relationship platform.
Yeah.
That's personally what I think.
Yeah.
Because if you getting to know somebody could take well more than a year.
Yeah.
But you don't have to get to know somebody
in a relationship.
That's true. You can get to know, in fact, you get to know people better in friendship than in relationship. Yeah. So let's say, for instance, you are in a church. Yeah? You make friends. The Bible says he who wants friends should make himself what? Friendly. Friends, chat with people. Oh, hello, how are you? You know, departmental things. It's all we are cleaning the church. Show up there. All those things. You show up there. You see, as you are cleaning, you see the men or the guys who just stand aloof.
Yeah.
When everybody else is busy working, cleaning, washing. You know that this guy,
by the time we marry,
he's not going to touch any domestic thing.
I'll be on my own.
Exactly. So you make friendship like that. You get to know people. When you then know people over a long period of time, and you've really known them, if the both of you then go into a relationship, that relationship will not drag for so long before it crystallizes into marriage. If there's any delay in that, let me not call it delay. If there's any drag, it will be because you are both probably going through the processes that are required for marriage. Maybe marriage counseling, maybe meeting family, maybe timing is not convenient for this family, or your family wants you to finish so education or this. Do you understand?
Yeah.
But the two of you already know that we want to marry.
Yes.
The problem is
that's now a courtship.
Exactly. You are not already in a courtship.
Yeah.
The problem is when you are both in a relationship and there is no marital definition to what you have.
Yeah.
That is where there's problem. There are people in the relationship, they already know they're going to marry. Not just know, they've said it to each other. So it's okay, be good, let's buy a house together. So you're living with your parents, I'm living with my parents. Let's save up for 1 year. And then we put our money together and buy a house. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So you are both then walking towards something, as opposed to, I'm his guy, I'm his babe, but we don't really know. Yeah. So is he going to marry you?
Don't know.
Well, I don't know, but
so.
I think he likes me. I think so. and all of that.
That's when you now say we've been together for 5 years. Yeah, so I think so.
I think so. 5 years and all of that. So for me, that's my viewpoint on that. All right, you've got that.
Yeah. So Abby says you nailed it. And then Pastor Kester says she will learn the hard way. That's when we're talking about that lady. That lady, was shopping crazy. Maggie says that lady failed the test.
Yeah, she did.
That's what happened.
Completely failed the test. And if you think about it,
men do test women, you know.
She failed the test. Yeah, she failed it because if you think about it, we're talking what? We're talking about 14 to 15 years. She could have been married 14, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
She probably by now would have finished having her children and raising them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, life for her would be totally different from what it is right now.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
And it's not as though at that time she was not in a marital age. She was.
Yeah. Yeah.
But maybe she thought, well, shop here. If he goes, somebody else will show up. But anybody who shows up, would they stay?
God.
Do you understand?
That's a very big one.
Yeah, anybody who shows up, would they stay?
Am I driving them away?
Yeah. So I think it's very important. We have to be wise in that.
Yeah.
You know. Oh my, our time is ticking out. Okay, so let's try and give some wrap up today. So let's say there's somebody who is in a long-term relationship. Yeah, and is still undefined, and is watching this broadcast. What should they do?
Well, I think should they have this? They should have the. If we're talking of they've been in a relationship for a long time, I think have the conversation.
Yeah,
you've been with the person long enough.
Yeah,
look, let's have a conversation. Where is this going?
Yeah,
do you see yourself with me, married with me in the next 6 months? Do you know what I mean?
6 months to 1 year.
6 months to 1 year.
Do you see
us together?
Yeah.
Because if not, I
don't see us together, because you see us together. Some people, do you see us married? You should use the right word.
Yeah.
It's true. Use the right
only word that makes
the only
sense.
word.
Yeah.
Because you see us together, so we're together.
Yeah, the same togetherness.
Yeah, you say, yeah, of course, we see you. I see us together.
Yeah. You see us married in the next
6 months to 1 year.
Yeah. You know, because I think it's important for us to be fair to ourselves, to each other, and give ourselves a fair opportunity to have a happy married life.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I'm just thinking in my head, but I'll leave you to let me continue thinking and processing how I will do this.
No, I think personally, you know, if you are in a relationship with somebody and you've been in it for quite a long time, and there seems to be no definition to it, whereas you as an individual, you would want to be able to, you know, you want to marry the person. If the opportunity is there, you would want to. And so in your mind, you're thinking, is there something in this for us or not? And I think you should have a conversation.
Yeah.
You have earned the right to have that conversation by the fact that you have been in that relationship for a long time. So you've earned the right to have the conversation. And it's a simple conversation. Say, look, we've been together for a long time. I don't want to waste your time. And I don't want you to waste my time. We're both adults. And we've been in this for this period of time. You know, I think it's time that we define this. I know, you know, these kind of questions may be scary for some people, but at our stage, you know, do you see? Yeah, we can handle this. Yeah. Do you see us as a married couple? See us married? I'm not telling you that you must marry me. Just make it clear. I'm not telling you must marry me. I just want to know. Do you see us married in the next 6 months to 1 year? Because I don't want to waste your time, and I don't want you to waste my time. And let the person be clear, because you know, if if you are not having that conversation today, you may be postponing the doomsday. Yeah, you may be postponing the doomsday,
but you're just pushing it.
Exactly, you're pushing the doomsday forward. You're pushing it 1 year, pushing it 2, pushing it 3. How long?
You don't want to push it to the point of no return.
Exactly.
For you, to be, to
Stop.
spring back with somebody else.
Exactly.
So yeah, I think it's definitely that. I mean, the only other thing that I thought of in my head is sometimes you, like you say, you have to take that action after you have that conversation. If the person is now saying, I don't know, say, do you know what?
Let's give each other space. Let's give each other space. When we are sure.
Yeah. And just try and separate.
Yeah.
So that you'll be able
no, you just said to the person, we can give each other a space. Since you're not sure, I'm not sure. Let's give each other a space. Yeah. And when you're sure, you come back.
You come find me.
Yeah, come find me.
Hopefully I'm still available.
If I'm still available, and all of that.
Hopefully. If I'm still available.
If I'm still available. Let's not waste each other's time.
Yeah.
And then sometimes when you are separated from somebody, maybe your need in their life becomes more pronounced to them. Some people, sometimes, I'm not saying all the time, some people, that's when they then start thinking to themselves, what's wrong with me?
Yeah.
Why would I allow myself to lose this girl? I mean, she's been there with me and all of that. That wakes them up. But when you're always there,
available.
Yeah, some people
they take you for granted when you're over too available. You know what? I was watching something the other day where the guy said that he was reading something and he said, "Oh, there's this lady that's in my life and I'm really vulnerable with her. And I've literally been able to cry in front of her, be myself, and I just love the way she helps me. She does this for me, she does that for me. But I just realized I don't love her and I don't want anything to do with her anymore. What do I do?" So that sometimes the connection that you think is there
is not there.
May not actually be.
And the lady on herself will be thinking, he loves me. Love me. He's vulnerable. Exactly. He can be himself around me. What man cries, and you help them and all of that. So you think about that. The lady will be thinking that I've got this guy.
Yes. It's just dates we're looking for now.
Yes. Whereas this guy now is saying, I don't love her. Even though she's there for me.
She's there, but
that's why people shouldn't assume. That's why I say it's good to have those conversations. Very important.
Very,
very important. Yeah. All right, we'll read these few comments and then we would wrap up.
Okay.
Faithful God Television and Studio said they should consider their age, mostly the woman, and be clear on where they are going. Peradventure, there's no marriage in view. Then end that relationship, my dear brother / sister. Time waits for no one. And I think that's very important. Very, very important. Farida said, but a courtship / relationship doesn't need to stay too long because that can lead you to fornication. And now, before you know, they break up. It's true. That's why I said, starting with relationship, because the temptations.
It's not healthy. Yeah.
It's not healthy. How can you, let's say, how can somebody, you are in a relationship with a lady, for 3 to 5 years, that is not defined. Will the both of you not get into sexual immorality?
Exactly.
Yeah, think about it now.
Yeah, it's prolonged for so long.
It's so long. Both of you will end up sleeping with each other.
Listen, God's standard is different from the world standard. Yeah. Whether the culture, everywhere you live, everywhere you turn, every Facebook post, every Instagram, everything is saying, yes, well done. Go and sleep with them. In fact, you have to sleep with them before. I was hearing another one. I don't know why I keep hearing these things. I was hearing another one where they say, or for those that are from this country, I'm not sure, maybe you tell us, but in Uganda, I think, was it Uganda? I can't remember. They were saying that the aunties of a man that is in one tribe in Uganda, that the aunties of the girl will sleep with the man, the husband to be of their niece, to make sure that this guy can actually do it well.
What
kind of rubbish is that?
Oh, that's serious stuff.
So whether the culture is on your side or not is not God's standard.
No,
it's not God's standard. We're only saying to that one because we know that that's too much now. But for that fornication level, in God's eyes, it's still too much.
It's too much, because when you get, that's why I said people should not don't just go and get into being an item with a guy or with a lady, put an umbrella of a relationship over it. 1 year, you know that you're not ready to marry in the next 1, 2, 3 years. Both of you are going to sleep with each other. How much can you hold yourself? With somebody that both of you see yourself as item.
Your blood is burning.
Even people that don't call themselves an item. There's a level of closeness that they'll get into. They will end up sleeping with each other because the human being, there are hormones that are running in you. Not to talk of the two of you call yourself an item, then you go 1 year, you say we're in a relationship, 2, 3, 4, 5. You'll be sleeping with each other. You'll be sleeping with each other. If you're not careful, before you know it, one is pregnant. You either become a single mother or some go and do abortion. You use sin, put another sin on top of sin.
Cover sin.
So it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I think people have to be mindful of that.
All right, Theo.
Okay. Maggie said there are people who hold the belief that a marriage certificate is unnecessary to define their relationship.
Because then they're not of God.
They're not ready to be committed.
If you fear God and you understand God, then you will see that this marriage is more crucial than even any other thing. So they don't have an understanding of what marriage is. All
right. And Ngozi Noram said it's too long. She's saying that staying in a relationship or courtship for a year is too long, especially when there's no definition to it. Maggie said that's true.
It's not a courtship if there's no definition.
Exactly.
It's not a relationship.
All right. Final words, Mrs., before we start wrapping up.
Lord help us all.
Amen.
The Lord help us. I just want any woman or any man out there that is in a relationship that they don't even understand, is this where we're going from here? Please have the conversation, because this life is too short for you to waste it doing things with somebody that you don't have business doing. So just find a way to make a definition and move into that more holy, more glorious, more wonderful, more loving space that God has already created for you. Because sometimes some people are just blocking you from your real you. So I think I'll leave it there.
All right. And personally, I would like to say, anything you put in your head you should know where it's heading.
It's true.
I mean, we give our life to Christ because we know that we're going to heaven. You don't put your head in something that you don't know where it is heading to. So it's good to have things defined. If you are in a relationship that is undefined, then it's good that you seek clarification. And also pray that you don't fall into the hands of time wasters. Time wasters. Pray that you don't fall into their hands, because your life is precious and your time is precious. Thank you for joining us this evening. I'd like you to listen to this before we begin to wrap up. yes, welcome back, everyone. We are back, and Convention 2023 is beginning. Actually, it's 2 weeks from today.
Wow.
So by this time, in 2 weeks' time, we will be in convention. So the next time you see us on Talk with the Missus will be 4 weeks from now. Because the next time. So get yourself ready. It's happening Wednesday, the 1st of November to Sunday, the 5th. On Wednesday, there are 2 sessions. The first session in the morning, 6 a.m., prophetic entry. And then we have the day 1 encounter night by 7 p.m. Then, of course, Thursday and Friday are day 2 and day 3 encounter night, 7 p.m. each of those nights. And then on Sunday, 10 a.m. Don't miss it. Make sure you plan yourself and be there. Convention is a great time of encounter. Our theme this year is bread from heaven. We believe God is going to be releasing the bread of miracles upon so many lives. We are preparing and looking forward to the move of God for those days. And we would love to see you there physically. So plan to join us at our Wood Green location and be blessed. Amen. Join us also tomorrow morning for Anzam Privé Prophetic Prayer. This week we are praying on rivers of answers flow for me. And God will make them flow for you in Jesus' name.
Amen.
All right, quickly about our social media page, and we would wrap up.
Yes, so do like, subscribe, follow, all the things you need to do. Share even all the things that we are bringing out, because you know how much of a blessing they are. And so many others need this same level of blessing and even more. So be a neighbor, social media neighbor, be somebody that shares, be somebody that is encouraging people's feeds with godly posts. How do you do this? You subscribe to our YouTube channel by subscribing to Pastor Moses GCF and FMC TV, like today's broadcast, like the different other broadcasts that you've seen, because what happens? YouTube would suggest it to others. So in their own feeds, they'll be able to see it as they're scrolling. They'll be able to see something that's godly, something that's uplifting, something that will encourage them and, deliver a breakthrough and a miracle for them. And how great would that be? Because you just done a simple action like pressing a button called subscribe and another button that looks like a thumbs up. So do that today. As well as that, on Facebook, follow us again, Pastor Moses GCF and FMC online. You'll be able to do the same things, follow and do the ticks, and we'll be able to get more people in, because God is doing great things. And it's not good for us to have this wonderful banquet and be feasting alone. Let us be able to give parts of these portions to others also. Amen.
All right, people, thank you for joining us. We would see you on the Talk with the Missus 4 weeks from now, but in 2 weeks' time, convention is happening.
Glory.
Make sure you are fully involved. You're blessed, and thank you for being part of today's broadcast. Until next time.
Bye.
That girl, tomorrow when you are married to her, that is the way she will also be telling your children to just forget about you, because that's the way
I'm thinking, my feelings will be hurt. What? You don't want me? Why?
Next day or anniversary, to post pictures. My honey pie, my other social media, you just post things. They know